The first step for getting your Quadstick to work with your PS4 is to put your Quadstick into PS4 mode. To do this, go to the Miscellaneous tab in the Quadstick Manager program. Find the Settings tab on the right side and find where it says Enable Boot in PS4 mode. Click the check mark next to this setting. In addition, check that Enable USB-A host mode also has a check mark next to it as well. Once both of these settings have check marks next to them, click Save Preferences to Quadstick. Once those settings are configured, you'll have to change some settings on your PS4 controller, which I'll show in the next video.
Now I'm going to go over how to set up your PS4 so it can be used alongside of the Quadstick. So on your PS4, plug your DualShock 4 controller into your PS4 using a USB cable. Then go to the settings section on your PS4 console. Go all the way down to Power Save Settings. Go to Time until controllers turn off and set that to Do Not Turn Off if it is not already set to this setting. Then go up in the settings section to Devices. Then go down to Controllers. Then go down to Communication Method. And then go down to Use USB Cable as the communication method. Then go up to Bluetooth devices, and if you have any other Bluetooth devices connected, go down and disconnect them. Once all of these settings have been changed in your PS4 console, go and press the power button on your PS4 console to turn it off, and then press the power button again to turn it back on. Make sure to use the power button on your PS4 console and do not use your controller to turn your PS4 console back on.
Now that your PS4 is configured, you'll need to plug in your official DualShock 4 controller into the back of the Quadstick via a USB cord. Make sure that your DualShock controller is fully charged before you do this. Take a USB cord and plug it into your DualShock 4 controller, and then plug it into the back of the Quadstick in the USB-A port shown here on this image. This is located directly below the main plugin that is connecting your Quadstick to your console. Once your DualShock 4 controller is plugged into the USB-A port on your Quadstick, you can then plug your Quadstick via the main USB cord into your PS4 console. Wait for it to boot up, and then it should be functional with your PS4 console.
To set up your DualShock 4 controller with the Quadstick, plug the DualShock 4 controller that is connected via USB cord to your DualShock 4 into the USB-A port on the Quadstick. Make sure that your controller is charged, and then you can plug your Quadstick via the Quadstick cord from the USB-B port on the Quadstick into your PS4 to play.
Another way to get the Quadstick to work with your PS4 console is to purchase the Brook Wingman XE converter. This negates some of the more complicated setup that we had in the previous video. Simply plug your Quadstick via the USB cord into the converter and then plug it into your PS4 console. The Quadstick does not need to be in boot in PS4 mode in order for this to work, so make sure that checkmark is not checked if you're using this method to connect your Quadstick to your PS4 console.
To use an adapter with a Quadstick, first plug in the Quadstick cord to the USB-B adapter on the back of the Quadstick. Then, with the other end of the cord, take the USB cord and plug it into the USB port on the adapter. Once it's plugged into the adapter, you can plug in the adapter to the USB port on your console. Once the adapter is plugged into the console, the Quadstick will boot up and you should be able to play with the Quadstick on that specific console that the adapter is used for.